Toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Blue 60. Here we go. Easy alert.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Benson Mayowa showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
59.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Back to throw, Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Set, 50. On the heart, move.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
93. Hey, exit. You're mine.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important.
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
My 40. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Yo, Chief. What we got? Ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return, here's Agnew. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, 180. Mike is 59. Mike is 50. Stay 50.
Stafford on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
First down, Detroit.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-0.
Lions 21, Raiders nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From the 22, Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. We told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
White. 25, check 25, check 25. Zebra. Bud. Hey, Mike 50. Let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, you got here we go.
To throw again, Stafford. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Carr. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jacobs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach. Jonathan Coachman standing by Orlando. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, 734.
Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
51 to Mike. It's a party now. Easy, easy. Kill. Mike 51.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Carr. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The Raider first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 29.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing again. Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and 10 at the 15.
Hey, high 7.
Express.
Motion me out.
Now Carr again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. but how will the head coach and his staff?
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Mike 40, Mike 40.
From the 27, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Agnew now to return. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Lions will take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Johnson. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I got you. I got you. 53, ready. Mike 5-4.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 734. Watch the slip.
Now Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
He's coming, he's coming.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
We're good.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Doug Martin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play.
X3, 218, chop.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson taking it in. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Martin running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Monday, down. Wide 80. Yeah. 29. Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Smooth. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Get down.
From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now he's forced out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Yellow 80. Zebra.
From the 50, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Express. What we got?
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
3 down.
3 down, 3 down.
Out. Monday down. Raider 9. What's up?
Carr going to go on 4th down. It's complete to Graham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Right now. 185.
Here's Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. On 2nd and goal, Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Move. 3 down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Room here to run. Johnson jostles free. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown. And that was all she